We've lost track of time, don't know how to feel, but I'm not sorry. I'm lost in your eyes, so you even real.
Pre-gaming makeup.
There you go. Yeah. Pre-gaming makeup.
Okay, cheers.
Ah.
Let's do it. All right, so we're back to business because I was missing my setting spray. You can use water as well. Grab this spoolie, and gosh, how can I do this? Because I'm a lefty, of course. So I'm gonna do it like this. So I would like go back and forth. And you can see kind of like the. This is like
This
all
is
new to you.
like science.
Yes. So I would do both sides. First of all, and it looks crazy.
It does right now.
I would bring it down because I want to make sure that this is all like has a lot of like so from left to right, and then I would put it like bring it upwards like that. And do you see that? How instantly your brows look full, and we haven't even done your famous pencil.
This is
elf one.
awesome.
So you see how it looks like. Wow, so full. Look at that.
Wow, it does. That is
And
too funny.
I love this.
And that's
new
just
trend.
regular soap?
This is a specific soap that it's allegedly, and it is waterproof. I mean, I have oily skin and it stays.
Wow.
Until I use my water myself, and I'm like, okay, it's that the end of the day.
This is like
Look at that.
so new to me. Oh my god.
This is
so cool.
amazing.
I've never heard of soap.
Do you want to try
on
the
your
other side?
eyebrows. Oh my god. Me do the other
Yeah.
side? No.
Okay. I'll do it.
I'll
So,
try it at home.
I sprayed it again, so I'm gonna go both sides just in case I'm like lefty. I'm like doing both sides. So again, we're gonna go and brush this down. And I have to give a big shout out to my friend, my mijita. She watches this video. Her name is Cardi, my coworker. I'm like, what are you doing with your eyebrows? She's like, I use this soap. I'm like, which one? So she sent me the link and I was hooked. And she actually got hooked because of somebody else,
Oh,
that
wow.
works at another location.
Nice.
So, you know, we're spreading the word here. And once they say it's almost like somebody put pegamento, like glue, by the way.
Like,
Sorry.
Not Gorilla Glue.
Not Gorilla.
Definitely don't want that.
No, not Gorilla Glue. Okay.
I can't move my face.
Because this technique, you can really see little gaps that we all have, by the way. Because, I mean, there's a few people out there in this world that they have a perfect brow, but we're not all like that. That being said, we have a pencil. I'm going to try Java. It's a micro brow pencil. Like this. So I like this because you can literally mimic brows. Most of us towards the end of the tail, and I'm not trying to pick on you, but I have the same problem, if not more than that. It can get a little sparse. So we're gonna show a little TLC there. So I like to do is grab from here the corner of the nose to the corner of the eye, and I do like a little dot, boop, like that. And that's where you would see where your brow would end. And then nostril. And then that's where I would see it would be the highest part of your brow, and then nostril, and then I would do, that's where your kind of brow would begin. So those my little chi moments, my little dots. And then I would start filling it from there. And you're in control how light, how bushy, how skinny, how is it that you want to do. So I'm just gonna start doing a little light pressure. Because the more pressure that you apply, the more darker the brow's gonna be. And I sometimes have my days where my eyebrows like, girl, what happened here?
Too much wine.
Yeah, too much wine or too much, I don't know what happened there.
I used to use concealer for like under my dark circles, but then I felt like they just popped out more. And then I saw was this red type of concealer you can put underneath, and I was just like
a corrector.
I don't have time to put this on. I was just like, just throw the foundation powder, eyebrows. As long as the eyebrows are done, I'm good. I even walk out without makeup. Just the eyebrows gotta be done.
Me too. I may look like crazy with my face, but the eyebrows, I need a little TLC.
Yes, they definitely need some TLC.
I'm gonna use a brand new brush again by Carly. Another shout out to you. She says she uses this brush for applying like eyeshadow base because she's like, it's perfect, it's big, and it just is like, I hate you. I'm like, just give it to me, and I'm like, I'm just gonna add it on my love pile. So yeah, this is the M524. This particular one, I think is gonna get discontinued. I'm not sure about it. Oh wow, yes, it does. Thank you, Carly. She watches this, she's gonna be like, you're welcome. Yes, this is really good. Like one swoop, it just covers the entire eyelid. So eyeshadow, and I know that you did say that we're not going out anywhere as much, but if you would, like you said, you like your neutral colors. Do you use like an eyeshadow primer? Do you just go straight to eyeshadow?
Yeah, I used to go straight to eyeshadow. I mean, it depends too. If I'm being lazy, I just go straight to eyeshadow if I'm not really going anywhere special.
Okay.
But to make the colors stand out, yeah, I just use a little bit concealer.
Okay.
So the colors stand out a little bit more.
So we're gonna dive into the palette right here. We're gonna start with mattes first, just on the crease to show a little TLC. Okay, I'm not even showing this color, but this is the one that I think I'm gonna go for. I'm kind of between this and this.
I like those
and
two
both
colors.
too. Tap of the axis, and we're gonna start playing right here. Go down. There you go. Open for me. There you go. Okay, close. So I'm gonna do a little packing situation. Yeah. We're gonna play with colors today because why not?
Why not?
Yeah, wine nuts. Speaking of that, if you want to take a sip, you can go right ahead while I'm dipping my
wine
eyeshadow.
nuts. Just a quick little sip.
Yeah. There you go.
Shout out to Yellowtail. Yellowtail.
Yes, Yellowtail. And I'm gonna do the other side. I'm gonna start on the outer corner. And I like to pack it in. Like, so we're gonna go back with the P. Louise base. And I'm gonna put this on the on the back of my hand. I'm usually saying on the back of my hand because that's actually what I do. My little mixing palette, and I'm gonna do like a half crease, but like halfway. I don't want to do the entire thing. Have you ever done a cut crease, and were you ever interested in one?
I've never did a crease.
Okay.
I feel like I would probably mess it up.
You're like, would I be
I'd
like,
probably mess it up.
Well, the key for it is, first of all, having like a nice dense brush so it can build on. But I really put a lot of product, so I'm really like making sure that the product is there. And then next you have to like really pray to all the cut crease gods.
The crease gods.
Yes. What you use is, and I call this like the belly, which is the side of, well, I call it a belly, but it's more like a skinny belly. And you would use that side and do little pressing motions. So everybody's eye shape is different. Mine, you can see that it's more like an almond. It's more visible, my crease. Yeah. You also have a crease. She's not as visible. That being said, she's there. She's just sleeping right now. So we're gonna wake her up. And if you don't know where your crease is at, like I'm gonna use the back of my handle. But you can feel it, like it's right there. You feel that little bone, they call it the orbital bone. So that's where it goes. So if you look straight, there you go. Where's my little mirror? Right here. So if you do, I almost feel like this is also a teaching moment. Probably do it like right there. Right here. So that's my little chi-chi moment. It looks a little crazy again. I always do a disclaimer. But then once we put the eyeshadow, it should be fine. Okay.
Crazy is fine. It's a full moon. That's when the crazy comes out.
Now I'm going to grab my flat shader brush. And I'm going to actually go back to maybe these two colors. So we're doing almost like a gradient finish. Because I don't want it to look so harsh, so I'm just gonna, oh yeah, oh my god, it's so pretty.
I can't wait to see.
I love it. So I like to, again, use the belly of the brush and the little stamping motions and mix it with a darker shade that I put on your outer V. Oh, it's so pretty. Sorry. I get like I'm so weird. Even when I do eyeshadow myself, I talk to myself all the time.
I love it.
Again, stamp, stamp, stamp. I'm just gonna add a little bit of that outer V motion right there. Go back with that brush and try to flick it out. Talk to me about while I'm doing this situation in here. I feel like every time I say situation, somebody needs to take a drink. So what are your hobbies? Talk to me about that.
Ooh, my hobbies.
Yes. Talk to us.
I love going to the gym.
Okay.
So I love to work out. That keeps me sane.
Okay.
I love to sing. I love to dance, not professionally, just for fun.
Okay.
Music is like my meditation. I also like to be in front of the camera. Okay. So that's why I volunteered to be here.
Okay.
Whether it's helping someone out, whether it's face palette for makeup, or like if it's like acting or something like that. I just love anything that has to do with creativity, music, or, you know, anything fun.
Okay.
You know? Life's too short to be boring.
This is facts. This
Yes.
is facts. I don't like to work out.
No,
I was
you
telling you
don't.
about
Yeah.
that. I'm awful, and I
Oh
should.
my God.
I get bored easily.
Really?
That's why I need to take a class so I
Right.
can like someone.
The
I can follow
samba.
someone. Yeah.
I mean,
follow
samba,
someone.
the Zumba.
The Zumba,
I'm
yes.
over here all in Brazil land.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's disgustingly pretty.
You sound like you're having a slice of pizza.
I mean,
You sound like you're having a slice of pizza right now. Oh my God, it's so good. It's just good. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Sorry guys, we just got a little too excited here. I'm using the Sweetie palette. I'm using this pressed glitter, and I'm using the silicone glitter brush, which is pretty cool because honestly, I would generally like use my ring finger and just glitter pressing motion, but this does the job for you.
Oh, wow.
So I found that to be pretty cool. So you start tapping, tapping, tapping. And ooh, she looks really nice. I'm glad that I did put that shimmer. That looks stunning.
I've never seen that brush before. So
This was a very unique. Also, like I think this came out maybe like last year, I want to say. And because it was so popular, it came on a brush set. We actually selling it, so it's back in stock, and I like it.
Is it only for like glitter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, your
see?
eyes.
Oh my God, can I see?
She's like, she
Can
can't
I
help
see?
it.
Oh,
Wow.
that is so cool. I love it.
Oh my God.
We need to find a carnival to go to.
Yeah.
Not in like
Not
COVID
in
time,
here,
you know,
but,
like a fake carnival.
In our mind, we're in
I
Brazil
love
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
It's such a pretty
I love it.
glitter.
Wow.
And I'm gonna continue to drag it just
Oh my God, I
a
kind
little
of feel like Medusa.
bit. You do.
I just need the snake.
That's
head on
true.
my head.
This is a Britney moment. Well, Miss I Love Sarai, she is coming through right now. I'm gonna grab a teeny smaller brush for the lower lash line. So we can also take care of that as well. So this brush is very skinny and tiny and very dense, which means it's gonna add more product to it. Her number is
JH52.
So it's a tiny, small little pencil brush.
That's my height.
Yes.
5'2".
I'm screaming. Yo, listen, you're not 5'2". So I'm gonna go back to the Sweet Oasis over here. And I'm gonna try with a lighter shade, which is this one. Top of the axis. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now I'm gonna use the flat side of the brush. We're connecting everything that's happening on the outer V. I'm gonna get close to the lower lash line, so look out for me, babe. So I'm doing little pressing motions. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on the other side. So I'm gonna go back with a clean, well, this was not really clean, but whatever's left of it, I just wanna blend out the edges on the outer V and just make sure she's looking nice. Look out for me. So this is RCMA palette.
So I grew up being Latina.
Okay.
So in a Spanish household, I don't know if you ever heard of Guante Mercado.
Oh my God.
So that's what we grew up on. So yes, of course I believe in astrology.
Yes. Oh my God.
I'm like 7 years old trying to listen to what he has to say. It has nothing to do with me. I'm like 7 years old. I don't know anything.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, did you watch the Netflix? Was it Netflix?
Yeah, it was on Netflix.
Yeah, the special.
That was so crazy. I feel bad for him.
I didn't know about that. I was like in shock when that.
I can't believe they like just owned him pretty much.
Basically, and we didn't know the stuff that he was going through.
That's so sad. But then the fact that he was still able to like present as if nothing ever happened.
Yeah, I didn't know about that because I remember like at one point. I mean, we all know Univision, Primer Impacto. We used to all watch it there.
Right.
Those 10-15 minutes were like.
Right, like, oh my god.
We're all stopping. What is he gonna say? He was so lovable.
He was. I think it was his character.
Yeah. Very empathetic.
Yeah, that's the key word. Very, very empathetic. Which is like you said, it's like a good and a bad.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes people take advantage of you guys because you're so empathetic.
So I forgot, we got a little too excited. I'm putting right now this Danesta new contour. So it's not a cream, it's a balm. So it's almost like again melting into your skin. And I'm using another big like stippling brush. I like brushes like this because it gives you almost like that airbrush.
That's the one.
I am loving how this looks on you too because it brings you back to life. It adds more definition to the perimeters of your face. And I also like to put it right by the jawline, like using like that and just blending it downwards. I like to use a brush, but I also like to go back with a sponge just to take the excess so it doesn't feel like heavy. And I'm going to use the edges at the side of the sponge just to blend out when I use that bronzer so it looks seamless. We're going to use actually another glitter, and I'm going to use this one right here. Her name is Invite Only. Oh, hello, I forgot that. That's not my silicone brush. Because she's picking up the product, but not as much. So I'm going to have to go back to the silicone brush. This is a face palette. You have bronzers, and you have blushes and highlighters. So usually when you work with liquids, you like to set it with some sort of powder. So I'm just going to go back and I'll mix these two. This is an angle brush. I'm just going to tap both of them. Tap of the excess, and I'm going to set that bronzer. And I use like the tip of the brush and tapping motions just to seal the deal. And do the perimeters of your face. And I'm sweeping it outwards, like towards your hairline. What is this? It's a translucent powder. So basically that's gonna set your face. I like to literally press on it.
And like this helps with like the moisture of the.
So
like,
if you have any dewiness,
right? Yeah, I need to invest in this.
Go like this. We all sometimes have little lines right there, so I don't want it to crease.
I hate those.
Oh, I wish I could say I have a solution for that, but this is what I like to do because if you don't do it, it's gonna do it anyways. Exactly. So I only like to put powder on your T-zone. I want the rest to look more like skin because otherwise now you're gonna look too matte. And we also have the pressed one. Nice. So this is another brand, Dragon Beauty. It's Nikita Dragon. She's an influencer as well. I like this because it has the yellow and also the peachy one. So this one also is it helps color correcting. Some people have like a little 5 o'clock shadow. Right. And this for extra brightening. Kind of the same area that I apply the translucent powder. Just for the extra brightening effect. I love this cover. I love it. This is Manny. It's another influencer. I'm like, they have a lot of influencers. The name is Lunar Beauty, and the packaging is thickening. Like, it's so pretty.
I love it.
And we have so many colors, so I'm gonna mix this one right here. So I like to apply this right on the highest points of your cheekbones.
Shout out to your dads for the cheekbones, but not the eyebrows.
Yes, sorry, Dad. Ooh, that glow. I'm gonna use Hula Benefits. It's a bronzer, but I like this shade because it looks so natural on everyone. This is a nice snatched nose moment. So I like to only use the side of the nose. illustrate that. And I almost like to follow where your eyeshadow was and connect it in there so it looks a little more natural. And also right on the bottom, I'm gonna mix these two peachy blush. I like to go ham.
I was just thinking of a song.
Really? What song?
It's like a Jay-Z and Kanye West song. Got to go ham.
Oh, really? Just carve out right here.
I'm thinking of cooking.
Yeah, baking.
Yeah, baking. We got the powder.
Have you ever worn lashes like this?
I have.
Okay.
Not. This one's very cute. This one's like if you're going somewhere very special.
Yeah.
Well, this one's like very dramatic. This one.
Which one do you think is the most dramatic one?
I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
They're both very dramatic, but I like this one more.
Okay. Actually, I was gonna go for this.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Just
Okay. So I'm gonna like just do your upper lash line, just tight line with the same. Have you worn any false lashes like this? This dramatic?
Not that dramatic.
Okay. I'm gonna actually get rid of that powder.
Really
There you go.
blinked it up.
So this is how I take the bake. You're not supposed to look, but you can't help yourself.
God. I feel like I'm supposed to be, what's that show?
You need to be at red carpet right now.
Baila conmigo? No.
Baila con- yeah, baila conmigo.
I feel like I'm supposed to be there dancing. Imagine
Right.
going to work like this, like, hey guys. I'm
It's
here.
Monday.
It's
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
But what happened?
But where are you going?
Usually I would do it on the back of my hand, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Does it make it like go on smoother?
It warms it up a little bit
Mm.
more, so so pretty.
Isn't that a Grinch?
Oh my god!
I'm a Grinch. So pretty.
My coworkers, they like crack up every time I talk because they're like, I don't know who you talk. I don't know who am I talking to at this moment.
Where are
Like,
these accents coming
who
from?
are you?
Who are you?
Like, who is this?
That's hilarious.
Find another gloss. This is a Jeffree Morphe collab. Just grabbing a disposable lip applicator. She looks super juicy. Are we ready?
Oh, that. I love it. I love it. No, honestly, I feel like I'm supposed to be performing right now. I love the emerald green,
Yes.
the gold.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So what is my star name? Bella Dulce. That's how you say it in
Okay.
Spanish.
Okay,
Because I'm
okay.
like Bella Dulce is American Italian. Right?
Yeah.
So right now we're like Spanish. Bella Dulce.
Oh my god.
I love
Alright, move around. Right there. That was good, yeah, I like
That
that.
was part of the BTS.
That was
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We've lost track of time, don't know how to feel.